Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the evening edition of the Summer of Profit. So today has been a really busy day in our office. I got back from vacation and there's been so much to catch up on, but that's what entrepreneurs do. We have to be flexible to make things happen. So I'll just reintroduce myself. I'm Andrea Bailey Brown, and I am the CEO and founder at Bailey Brown Business Consulting, where we help entrepreneurs build and grow profitable businesses. We help them to double their sales and increase profits so that they can lead a financial life that will help them support their family, their friends, and of course, their community as well. So for this evening's edition, I am going to be answering a question that came in from Heather. And Heather's question was, and I'll read it, what qualities to look for when you are choosing an accountant or a bookkeeper? And I thought this was a really interesting question, and I'm just going to spend a bit of time today answering Heather's question. So thank you for sending that in. And when I thought about this, and the reason I felt it was a good question is when you're looking at picking an accountant or a bookkeeper, we always look at the high level part of it, where we're looking at, are they organized? Are they detail oriented? Can they get things done quickly and on time and efficiently? So of course, that's the first place that we go. We go to the top level and the high level when we're looking for an accountant or for a bookkeeper. And that makes sense. But once I dug into this a little bit deeper, I realized that there are things that you really should be thinking about when you are looking for a bookkeeper or an accountant to help you in your business to make sure that you're making all the profits that you want. Of course, you want to make sure that they understand that they're certified, whether CPA or CGA, or that they have all the right credentials. So that's the first place that I would start when you're looking for someone. The next thing, though, in terms of your business, it is really important to pick someone who understands your category of business. So not all businesses are created equally. If you're working with someone who's probably never done any bookkeeping, let's say in the restaurant industry, they may not understand everything that goes on in your business. Or perhaps someone who's never done anything in the online space, which requires a different form of understanding for all the things that you may be claiming or the terminologies that you would be using. So that's the first one. Choose someone that understands your line of business. And I remember a case of someone that was in the direct sales side of business, and their accountant was just saying, why would you pick this business? What are you doing? And she was smart enough to let him go, because in her business, she was bringing in revenues of on commissions of about $70,000 per month. And her accountant had no clue of that genre or of that industry. So he was very skeptical. He couldn't help her make some of the best decisions that she needed to make. So she did the right thing by letting him go. So not all accountants and bookkeepers are created equally. Now, in terms of she was in the direct sales world and had to make a different decision. So it would be similar to if you have an issue, you'd have to decide, where do you go? If you need a doctor, we know not all doctors are created equally in their profession and by what they do. So a cardiologist will help you with your heart, a podiatrist will help you with your feet. So not the same thing. And I also have seen the same thing in the business world. I've seen lost opportunities because of accountants. Can you believe it? I know of one case where an entrepreneur took their business plan, they were looking at the purchasing of a franchise, and because the accountant was not aware of it or didn't think it would do that great, they decided that they told the person that they weren't sure about it. He gave up on that decision, decided not to, and that business has since flourished. And every time he goes by and take a look at it, he's been very disappointed, because in that case, he felt like he had information from the accountant that really started to sour things for him or plant seeds of doubt, because the accountant was not aware of what was happening. So that's another case. And on the positive side, I've seen cases where the accountants, they've been working on other books and they've gotten information, or they're able to see how well a company is performing, and have been able to go into business based on that information. So accountants as well can take a look at the business, how it's performing, and then they may decide this is a great business to invest in or to get into it. So that's another side of where accounting both ways can help and hurt. Now, I think the secret to in accounting, what happens is, by the time an accountant is coming in to do all your books, they're looking at the past. Everything has happened. It is already fini, as they'd say in French. It's done. So there's not much that they can do. What I would encourage you to do is to look at an accountant or a bookkeeper that is entrepreneurial. So someone that understands business and understands your space and what you're doing. Because when you have someone that's entrepreneurial and plays in that space, it makes it a lot easier for you. And it means that they're also dealing with clients who are entrepreneurial and they're working on those books. They can advise you as to what's happening. They can send you referrals because they're connected in the entrepreneurial space, versus an accountant or a bookkeeper who basically specializes with personal taxes. So really take a look at and find someone who's at least entrepreneurial and who's operating in that business space that you would like to operate in, because they can really give you cross business. You can do business with other people that's in those same industry. The accountant that we work with, for example, is very entrepreneurial, always looking in the business space, make decisions on his business to expand as well, and then can also offer referrals when needed. So that's the type of person that you should be looking for. Now, another thing is, the accountants, as I said, they talk about things that has already happened in the past. And you need to also be looking at a bookkeeper and accountant who can talk about what's happening in the future, what's coming in your business, decisions that you need to make. Should you be expanding? Is the cash flow there? Those sort of things is where an accountant, and a good one, can help you with. And in those cases, if it's too much for them, then you can really start considering perhaps going to, this is where a business consultant like myself, a business coach, comes in, where you can now start helping with those decisions when future planning to see in terms of investments, or should be putting more money into the business or holding off, looking at industry, what's happening with it. These are some of the things as well that a business consultant, business coach, or someone in that field can actually help you with. So those are the key things that I wanted to go over. Looking at future financing is where an entrepreneurial accountant versus what's happened in the past, because we need a good accountant, of course, to help us with our taxes, making sure that those are up to date, because we know that the government doesn't play with those things, so we don't want to play either. So really great question, Heather. Thank you for asking that, because we really think all accountants are created equally, and they really aren't. And I've seen it from time to time in different industries where some of them have never done the books in those industries before. So please, make sure that you're really picking someone that can help you with your business in the right way, so that you can make really great decisions. So if you have any questions for us, please make sure that you leave a comment, or you reach out to us at andreabailey-brown.com, and we offer 30-minute strategy sessions with you, where you can basically take a look to see if we're a fit, or we can help you solve your business problems, and we can help you in terms of growing your sales and increasing revenues and driving profits, because after all, a profitable business is what we need to be able to stay in business, and having the right accountant or bookkeeper can help us with that as well. Well, hope you had a great day, and I look forward again for tomorrow with more from our series, The Summer of Profit. Now make it a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.